Okay, for 07, what I think. Basically, Team 1 is the hardest one, Team 2 is the easiest one. But let me tell you why it's hard. Because Eyes of Space 2 times. So 2 times enemies means 2 AoE attacks and 2 powerful attacks. And hardest part is that Natasha is impossible to keep up with the healing rate. So what I did for this team is Sealer, and then Bronya, and then Natasha and Trailblazer, right? So this is my current team for this, and what I did, right, was that the first phase was easy. Just kill the frost spawns, kill the birds, then after that, you'll eventually find the frigid prowler. You will don't try to kill the ads because he will just summon more ads. The unsummonable ads are the frost spawns, so you kill the frost spawns first, then you don't kill the shade walkers, you kill the frigid prowler immediately and as fast as you can, because the more he spawns these guys, the more attack bonus he gets. The easiest way to do this is to get him weakness broken as much as possible. Don't care about the defense now, just keep spamming skill on this guy until he die. The next phase, however, is more difficult. That's the phase 3 of this entire first team. You want to kill one of the out of space very quickly, at least one of them, and focus on that same target again and again until he dies. Then you move on to the next target as fast as possible. But with Natasha in here, I can tell you that it's very hard to keep up with the healing rate with a forced superimposition for post-op conversation at level 60. When I did this M-onke, it was level 60, but after I got to M-onke 08, I leveled it up to level 70 because I felt that Natasha was dying quickly. But it didn't help anyway, so yeah, I'm just trying to say that. So when I did this challenge, I did level 60 this thing. So Natasha is also level 60, but if you have Japad and if you have Asta, congratulations for you. You build Asta on speed, you build Japad on speed, and then you will put energy regen rope on both Asta and Japad. And this is the easiest way to clear Team 1. That's what I feel. Asta will break the shields of the Frigid Prowler and as well as the Eyes of Space just fine. So if you don't have Japad just like me, I can tell you that Trailblazer Fire is going to be your best friend here. And for Natasha, what I want you to do is to level her up to level 70. The reason why I cleared Team 1 with no down characters is because I literally spam skill on Trailblazer Fire, spam skill on Natasha, in very light hopes of trying to restore the health of Bronya and Sealer. And so what did I do for Bronya and Sealer? Spam basic attack. Sealer was literally spamming basic attacks the entire last fight, as well as Bronya. That's why I was able to clear it in only 12 cycles. This whole first team took too long. 12 cycles. It took 12 cycles to clear, boys. So, and the reason why I was spamming basic skills on both of these two characters here is because Natasha cannot keep up with the outgoing healing rate. And as for my outgoing healing rate, my Natasha has been on HP, so I keep her alive on the battlefield more. I don't focus on outgoing healing is because Natasha dies a lot if she does that. I feel that more HP allows her to stay in the fight more often, as well as the HP Blender Sphere. So these are the two things that you want to keep on Natasha when going on to phase 7. So, but the easiest way to trivialize this whole fight again is to level her up level her traces and get her to level 70 to access those upgraded the traces. But for right now, my traces are like this, my idols are like this, and from what I can tell you, it's very difficult. It's too difficult. It's still very difficult. And when I got out of this Team 1 fight, I was literally 1 HP per team member. 1 out of 4,900 HP of the 4,700 HP on Natasha. 1 out of how many HP on Trailblazer Fire. And Sealer was about to die because she was like frozen. But then luckily the quantum break just ended the fight. The quantum after effects ended the fight. So that was very, very, very lucky for me. But Celia was like frozen the task last time, and I thought I was going to fail. So having no down characters in Team 1 is absolutely pain in the ass. Absolutely pain in the ass. So if you have Japat and Asta, congratulations, you can clear it without breaking a sweat. Right, so Team 2, what I did here was Jingyuan, Tingyun, March, and Clara. And what I did was, okay, you might first ask me, why would you pick Clara in a boss battle without any weakness, physical weakness? Well, the reason is very simple actually. It's because of the automaton beetles. They are invincibility wannabes that spam barricades every single fight, and Jingyuan has lightning lord stacked at 10 every single turn. So the lightning lord strikes the barrier and it wastes its damage potential because barrier protects the beetle from all 10 stacks. So Clara's job is to kill the ads. So you don't have to do anything to do this. So Clara actually trivializes the fight against the automaton hound and the automaton beetle. So they also have weakness here. For example, the hound will be like weakness broken per 1 counter, and automaton beetles will be 2 to 3 hit KO every single counter. So that's Clara's job, is to kill the ads and also splash damage. Having more splash damage on the boss is also good. So why March? Because March can freeze as well as break the shields of these guys. And also March, when putting a shield onto Clara and putting a shield on herself, she's able to counter ice and counter physical. So you've got extra ice damage and counter physical damage in the fight itself without you having to do anything else. Jingyun and Tingyun, very straightforward. Tingyun will basically do the 4 turn optimal rotation, which is skill, basic attack, skill, basic attack, and then you'll get 1 ultimate and pop in the ultimate on Jingyuan always. And when you start the fight, Jingyuan will be at like 8 stacks already, and then once Jingyuan moves again due to the at the beginning of the cycle, that buff up here, he will get a free turn which will allow him to always consistently make him 10 stacks on his lightning lord. So lightning lord will always hit at 10 stacks, confirmed. So easy as that. So Team 2 was relatively easier, but then you have to face these 2 bosses. So what I did was to kill the dire wolf first, because he is less tanky obviously, and then it removes more pressure on my team. So when dire wolf dies, I will go for the grizzly, but I want to control them as much as possible, so I'll be spamming Tingyun's basic attack on either one of them who has the most health on their weakness break meter. So I get to break both of them at the same time or more frequently, but my objective was to kill the dire wolf first before killing the grizzly, and it's simple as that. So you might ask me, how do you kill the grizzly then, if the grizzly is the last one alive? So that one's a bit of a tough decision when you don't have any healers and he does AoE damage And AoE damage reduces the team health to half every single time it's cast. So what I did was March spam skill on Clara, March spam skill on Tingyun, and left Jingyuan alone. So Jingyuan takes the damage, so he takes 2 for the team, and then Tingyun gets shielded in the process, while Tingyun obviously has like the lowest health in the team and definitely is the less tanky one, so her shields will be depleted as well as having half or 1/4 health left. So when Tingyun is at 1/4 health left, you immediately put a shield on Tingyun again, and then you put a shield onto Jingyuan. That is the final phases of the fight, the final moments of the fight. You need to do that. You absolutely need to do that. So what I want you to do is that you keep Clara's shield on, or if Clara's shield is off, doesn't matter. What I want you to do is to shield Tingyun and shield Jingyuan. The most important part of the final fight is this strategy. Clara can die no matter, because remember, Clara has ultimate by the time it's already like min-maxed at the time where the Grizzly charges his attack 2 times. So after his 2 idle turns stacking his damages and his taunts and whatever, you will have his ultimate, and this ultimate will reduce the damage taken by enemies. So Clara will be the one who survives most of the time. But let me tell you, it is also essential to shield March herself, because without the shielder, and when the shielder is dead, your other characters will eventually die also, because the shielder is acting as a healer also in a way. It's a pseudo healer, so called pseudo healer. So, and then Jingyuan will basically always accumulate 10 stacks of Lightning Lord, so it doesn't really matter. But at the time where he spams basic attacks, and if he is forced to spam basic attack, that is totally fine, and that is only in the last part of the battle. That is totally fine, because boss is already low health. When boss is low health, you get 8 stacks of Lightning Lord. The damage is so trivial, it doesn't even matter anymore. What matters most is that you survive, and especially Tingyun, she dies very very fast. And at the time of fighting, I have character details of Tingyun will be relic defense, gold defense, unlevel, and as long as you get a few percentage of defense, it really matters, So what I want you to do is that you put defense instead of HP for Tingyun for the final fight. Don't invest on HP, because HP is not even close to being anything good. You want to focus more on defense, because defense upholds Tingyun's lack of stats better than any other character in the game. As well as Bronya, I really really want to swap my defense HP sphere for a defense sphere, so that Natasha can heal and keep up with her healing rate with Bronya's HP skill. So right now, my HP is giving me diminishing returns per healing. So what I want to do is that to balance out diminishing returns, I want to swap out HP with defense. That is one of my priorities for Bronya. That's pretty much it. So, in order to get Team 1 done, it's easier for you to get Japan and Asta. As simple as that. And get Natasha level as quickly as possible with her traces complete. The reason why I was able to clear Team 1 is only pure luck. It was pure luck. Very, very, very hard to get past Team 1. But even if you get past her, you feel like one of your teammates had died or something, one of the characters had died, and it took a lot of tries to get all 4 characters surviving. And when I survived, each one of them was like 1% HP left, 1% and 1 HP left. Oh, it was a very difficult fight. So, was Bronya really needed for Team 1? I would say yes. Because like I said earlier, you need to kill one of the ice out of space as quickly as possible. Without Bronya, it is impossible, and Stealer will very much struggle against the ice out of space. Not only Sealer gives extra chance, extra 1 turn to Sealer, but also she charges the skill points faster. And what I did was that I didn't spam my skill on Sealer. That's actually a stupid thing to do. What I did, right, was to spam skill on either the Trailblazer Fire or spam skill on either Natasha. If I want to heal, I spam skill on the Natasha. So Bronya was spam skill on Trailblazer if I want defense, and it comes in a very clutch moment. But you have to be very smart on whether you need defense at the moment or you want HP at that moment. So that's why Bronya was impossible without. No, that's why Team 1 was impossible without Bronya. So if you can clear Team 1 without Bronya, congrats for you, you're a very good player. But if you're not a good player like me, or having a shit account like me, I would say that you need Bronya to help you carry. The main carry of Team 1 is Bronya and Trailblazer Fire as well as Natasha. I'd say the least part of the carry is Sealer because he's spamming basic attack most of the time and ultimate. And when the ultimate crits, good for you. If it doesn't crit, you're going to spend a lot more cycles. Like me, like what happened to me, like 12 cycles. It took way too long to complete Team 1. So when I need to level up my characters again, then I'll retry phase 7 again. As simple as that.